morning, everybody. I am here bright and early, started a little early this morning. I just got a shipment in from Burton, so I thought I'd go over that with you, and then also my new designs for Christmas that I have laid out. I know it's still like Thanksgiving week, but I want to be like ready for the day after Thanksgiving to see my orders. So I've already got some of those added onto my website. A lot of the ones that are on my website, they're from last year, and so I still have to rework them. I got Christmas greens last weekend, and so I can start greening them up for my pictures, and then I get my shipment today. That's gonna be mostly Christmas stuff. So I did a reorder on stuff that I needed, and so I got my order blanks. I like to use these. They're pretty old school, pen and paper, but it's what I like, so that's what I'm doing. And so I got 2 bricks of those, and so it's 1,000. Hopefully that'll tie me over through Valentine's Day. So that was actually from John Henry, Westrock, and then this one here is from Burton. So this is just my packing slip, so I can double check that everything is there. So I got this box. I think this is my Arrive Alive, because it is my Arrive Alive. We just adopted a new cat for my son about 3 weeks ago, and he got let into my design area and he peed on all of my Arrive Alive, and so I had to throw away almost a whole entire box of it because it had cat pee on it. So here's my new box. So this feels almost like fabric, like a felt, and then this is what I get wet, and then I wrap around the bottom, and then these are the little bags that are 100% compostable. That's why I get this kind. And then there should be, there isn't. Well, there should have been rubber bands in to help tie these, but there's not, so I might have to go pick those up. But there's my Arrive Alive, brand new stuff with no cat pee on it. And let's see, I think this is Crown and Glory. Yep, I was getting low on my Crown and Glory. I didn't want to run out, so bought some new stuff of that. Keep the blooms nice and fresh before I send them out. Here's my dosage that I put in my floral buckets for storage in the cooler, because there's 2 different kinds. There's ones for in the cooler, and then there's ones that go in the vase. And so these are little sachets that go in the buckets in the cooler. And then this got a little smashed, but these are my envelopes. I get number 63. There's like all different numbers, but number 63 is the size that I use. Your, enclosure envelope. This box is broke, so I'll have to make sure I don't drop, because I think this is 500. That would be a mess if I dropped 500 envelopes all over the place. So you see there. And then this is why I really placed the order, because this is what I really needed. Aside from the Arrive Alive, which I placed this order for everything, and then I found the cat pee in there, and then they were able to like tack it on right at the end before they ship it, so that's nice. So this is for vase and foam. So it's a step process. So you've got this that goes in the buckets to store them in the cooler. This goes in the vase arrangement to keep your flowers nice and fresh and keep them from opening and keeping the water clear and clean, helping to fight that bacteria that grows. And then this is your final step where you spray the petals and the blooms to keep them moisturized. So there's all that from Burton, and this comes with a little pump. And one pump is, I think, a quart or a quart and a half. Yep, per quart. So I just kind of eye it a little bit, just because, you figure what a quart size is and compared to a vase. Okay, so that was my shipment from Burton and Westrock. So I know they look really plain, but I have a vision. So last year I did one called Forest Feels, and it was a hit. It was very natural with like creamy yellows and greenery and natural elements. So I've got so this is gonna be the small size. And so this one will start at one price point in this color of vase. This will be the next price point. And then I have a green, it's up high, so I'm not gonna grab it. And then the green one will be the bigger one. So this will be more of a centerpiece, and then the other one's a centerpiece too. This is gonna be my new one. Silver Shine is what I'm gonna call it. So this will be the small version, and then this will be the bigger version, and then I have another vase for that. And I think I'm gonna do this one in like Christmas greens and then some whites and then maybe just like a pop of red. I started a garden rose special, and it's actually starting this week. And so I'm gonna get white garden roses, red garden roses, pink garden roses, and then the golden mustard, which will go in the forest feels. But I think the whites with like a pop of red berries will look really pretty in with this. And then I've got some really cool ribbon, like I wanted to incorporate, I did a video when I got this stuff, I wanted to incorporate all this. I think that'll look really pretty. And then I have one that was a hit last year too, it's called Rustic Winter, but I only had one size. So this is gonna be the smaller size, and then the bigger size. Where did I put those boxes? I don't know. I had them. They're probably right in front of my face. Anyway, this will be the small, and then it'll be a bigger one, and then it'll be the even bigger one after that for Rustic Winter. The Brookie is one of my bigger hits, and so I like to do that one seasonal too. And so the Brookie will be in this color vase, or a green, a nice green vase, like a dark green like this. And then I was gonna do like burgundies and maroons with maybe a pop of purple in there, and that'll be the Brookie winter version. I haven't came up with a name for this yet, but I just love it. I got these, I ordered these in like a long time ago because I saw them and I'm like, oh my God, I have to have them. And so these are my gingerbread houses. And then I went to Hobby Lobby and I got this. And so with the colors and the gingerbread houses, I was gonna clip off, you know, probably like 3 balls at once and kind of like place them in there either in a cluster or all around. And I think that would be pretty. And so this one would be more of a colorful one with the Christmas greens, more colorful flowers. So I think that one's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, and I think that's about it that I have going this week that I have to get ready. I'll come up with some more designs. I need a new birthday one. And then some more thinking of you ones just to kind of change it up a bit. So thanks for watching. Bye.